almost unbelievable, right? Those are hot tub temperatures. You're wading into the ocean and it feels like a hot tub. That's the sort of warmth that we've seen in that part of the world this summer. Some of us were looking at this emerging El Nino event. It turns out El Ninos, it's warming in the tropical Pacific, and impacts weather patterns around the world. It actually leads to more what we call wind shear, wind going at different speeds or different directions as a function of height, and that tends to interfere with the nice vertical pattern that a hurricane wants to form. And so El Nino years with that greater wind shear in the Caribbean and tropical Atlantic tend to be relatively quiet hurricane seasons. So we were looking at that and thinking, well, it's warm in the tropical Atlantic, but there's an El Nino, that's a mitigating factor. It'll be above average, but not a hyper sort of active season. But what surprised us all was the excessive warmth that we've seen. It went well beyond what the forecasts held. And that excessive warmth is overcoming what would be the typical dampening effect of an El Nino event. And these storms, again, when they encounter that very warm water, they can intensify quickly and they can reach a higher maximum intensity. And so the sea surface temperatures throughout the tropical Atlantic, the Caribbean right now, are going to support those major, monster Category 4 and Category 5 hurricanes if they have the chance to form.
It is very scary. Michael, thank you so much. We are at a fragile moment, and we appreciate you explaining it to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brianna.
Jim?
With the Labor Day holiday just around the corner, Hurricane Idalia could cause disruptions in gas refineries that might lead to higher gas prices. The storm could take gasoline refinery facilities offline. It's already leading some producers to evacuate oil platforms. As Paula Newton has been following the story for us today, this is always a concern with big storms, either damage to those facilities or they get taken offline for a bit. Do we know how many and where and what expected impact this will have?
Jim, we have had the announcement already from Chevron that at least 3 would be taken offline. All eyes on the Gulf of Mexico now to see exactly how this storm wobbles. And again, they will continue to assess the situation. But there's 2 things I want you to remember about gas prices, Jim. In the short term, even if this hurricane doesn't affect you, it could affect your gas prices. And even in the long term, throughout the entire hurricane,